From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Friday, May 30th. Tensions are rising between the Department of Homeland Security and 10 Nebraska sheriffs after a controversial list surfaced last night accusing their counties of obstructing immigration enforcement efforts. Thomas County Sheriff Joseph Smith says the counties, which don't run their own jails, were likely listed due to an oversight. He says those facilities are compliant and the counties are not sanctuary jurisdictions. Governor Jim Pillen's office says it's working to resolve the issue and noted the counties strongly support President Trump's immigration priorities. A May 29th email from an ICE officer praised the region's cooperation as basically unprecedented. We're still working to clarify the discrepancy. Speaking of the governor, he signed a series of bills that he says will help protect kids from big tech. The legislation targets issues like AI-generated images and cell phone use in classrooms. Several lawmakers claim the move positions Nebraska as a leader in online safety.
There's predators online attacking our kids nonstop. It's time we really start taking critical looks at what each one of us are doing, and certainly our kids.
Pillen says he hopes the new laws spark broader conversations among parents about online safety. A final vote on a bill to limit synthetic THC products in Nebraska has been delayed until next year, effectively halting the measure for now. Senators debated the hot topic proposal, which would have amended the Nebraska Hemp Farming Act to redefine processed hemp. The change would affect products like Delta 8 and CBD, significantly impacting what can be grown and sold in the state. For more on how the bill could affect users and growers, you can visit our website or app. That's also where you can find more about lawmakers approving the governor's picks for the Medical Marijuana Commission today. In other news, a man sentenced to death in 2021 for the brutal murder of a young woman will remain on death row. The Nebraska Supreme Court denied 58-year-old Aubrey Trail's request, upholding a Saline County District Court order. Trail was convicted for the 2017 murder of 24-year-old Sydney Loof, whose dismembered body was found in Clay County. After a direct appeal upheld his death sentence, Trail filed a late post-conviction relief motion, which was denied and affirmed by the Supreme Court today. In crime news, Lincoln police say a 16-year-old girl was assaulted and robbed near 5th and Adams just before 9 last night. She told officers 2 boys around middle school age and a masked girl pulled her hair, forced her to the ground, and stole her $100 headphones. They also tried to take her phone and shoes, but she fought them off. Anyone with information is asked to call LPD or Crime Stoppers. A DoorDash delivery driver was arrested for drunk driving while on the job. According to the Nebraska State Patrol, the 37-year-old was pulled over near 9th and N on Wednesday while delivering an order. The driver blew a .216 BAC during a traffic stop, and empty beer bottles were spotted in the vehicle. And the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office says it's been flooded with calls about a jury duty scam, claiming they got over 100 just this morning. Scammers pose as lieutenants with LSO and say there's a warrant for missing jury duty, even using victims' names to sound legitimate. LSO says to ignore the call, they don't have lieutenants and would never call about jury duty. Now to a look at the incredible impact of yesterday's Give to Lincoln Day, where more than 500 nonprofits raised funds. According to the events page, nearly 27,000 people donated throughout the month. The preliminary total has already reached just under $9.4 million, shattering last year's record. Some of this year's top donations went to organizations like the Food Bank, Center for People, and Cedars. Switching gears now to sports, Nebraska men's basketball is releasing part of its upcoming schedule. The Huskers, coming off back-to-back 20-win seasons, will play 8 non-conference home games, including Creighton on December 7th. They open with exhibitions versus BYU on October 18th and Midland, followed by the home opener versus West Georgia on November 3rd. Road highlights include Oklahoma and Sioux Falls and the Hall of Fame Classic in Kansas City. Pairings will be announced this summer. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.